African Americans are gearing up to fight for reparations. Black people's human rights are violated every day in the U.S. Black Americans are subjugated still in 2024 heading into 2025. We are forced into a third-class citizenry under the U.S. caste system. Our men and women are unjustly imprisoned at higher rates than all other people in the U.S. The vast majority of black people live under a police state. Black unarmed people are killed en masse by police every day. Black people are forced into poverty through the denial of bank loans and venture and angel capital, which is why African Americans do not have corporations. Not to mention race-hate crimes targeting us through mass shootings and laws, by the police and through and by way of our political system. Black people are still segregated into poor communities. We have poor housing and do not have access to health care. Black people are paid less for the same job than all other races in the U.S. And when we move into white communities, even when we have the income, we are terrorized in those communities by white supremacists. This video contains a message from a black grassroots leader whose image has been hypocritically co-opted by the Democrat and Republican parties in the U.S. just as affirmative action and the Civil Rights Act of 1964 has. To Kamala Harris and her Democrats, and to Donald Trump and his Republicans, black people are tired. We are more than mules for votes. Black people want and deserve reparations to finally give our people an equal footing in the U.S. in the same manner as all others, including newly arriving immigrants. We will not be silent. Hope is not enough. We need and deserve reparations.
I'm tired of marching. Tired of marching for something that should have been mine at first. I don't mind saying to you tonight. I don't mind saying to you tonight that I'm tired of the tension surrounding our day. I don't mind saying to you tonight that I'm tired of living every day under the threat of death. I have no martyr complex. I want to live as long as anybody in this building tonight, and sometimes I begin to doubt whether I'm going to make it through. I must confess I'm tired.
A significant movement is gaining momentum in the United States, focusing on a critical issue. African Americans are committed to casting their votes exclusively for the Democratic candidate nominated for the U.S. presidential election who pledges to sign an executive order for reparations within the first week of taking office, preferably no later than the week of January 6, 2025. Should the nominated Democratic candidate fail to commit to reparations, African Americans are prepared to collectively abstain from voting in the 2024 presidential elections, for those who choose to participate. It is imperative to emphasize that African Americans will not support any candidate who refuses to endorse an executive order for reparations by January 2025. If the demand for reparations is ignored or if Congress rescinds the Democratic executive order for reparations, African Americans will initiate further mass boycotts targeting corporations and the U.S. military. To comprehend the underlying reasons behind this movement, we strongly recommend watching a video entitled, Reparations: Should African Americans Boycott the 2024 Elections in Return for Their Vote? This video provides an accurate depiction of African American history, tracing it from the post-slavery era to the present day. It vividly illustrates how both Republicans and Democrats have repeatedly collaborated to make promises to African Americans during election campaigns, only to renege on those promises once they secured the African American vote. In response to this systemic exploitation and the rise of normalized white supremacy, African Americans are embarking on this movement. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to learn more about the African American reparations movement and to see more videos about African and African diaspora geopolitics, politics, news, history, and religion.